bloody cock squirter, you know, it sounds wrong. But it's 100% accurate, so I'm still struggling a bit. Four X is a lot, but realistic. Poggers! Number one, dude! I'm gonna get one socket bubonic trails. Or the darkness enthroned. What did I say? Darkness enthroned. And the boots with one socket, dude. Yo! What is this? 23 chaos. I mean, it's not like I'm mad that it's 23 chaos, right? But usually they're like a fucking exalted orb, man. Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, update number 3 on the bloody cock pathfinder, or the bloody squirter, what it is at the moment, with these massive fountains of blood. Oh my god, I need to actually find better names for the build, because this is not going too well, my friends. But hey, at least the build is doing well. But today I think will be a shorter video, just because there is not really upgrades to my build. Like, yeah, it looks fancy at least. So I just used a bunch of skin transfer. So I'm still using the exact same gear as I did yesterday. And if you don't believe me, here, skin transfer, reclaim, it's still my tabby, right? But with this skin transfer, I made myself like a super cool bleedy hawk character. So the rest of the items 100% the same as from yesterday, from the video. The path of building link still the same. Skill tree, we're now level 89, and it seems like I should be the only pathfinder that is playing Exsanguinate as soon as this updates, because it says level 89 Exsanguinate. There is 0% playing as pathfinder. I might be the only one once this updates, which is kind of fun. So maybe I am the 5-head guy, or I'm just stupid picking Pathfinder for this build. But hey, this build is at some point going to be cast on crit, and it's going to be Indigon mana stacking. I neither have any of those, but today I actually did a lot of progress based on my Atlas. So the goal actually from the first day was like, yo, 50 maps and 3 out of 4 Labyrinth, right? I did actually 4 out of 4 yesterday, so Uberlab included, but I only was on 40 map completion, and today I actually went up to 104. That means that I actually, like, if I remove all my watchstones right now, so you see what was my priority. I think I have 4, yeah. There's only 4 watchstones yet, so now I have that, and now I will actually start progressing through the Atlas and spawning the Conquerors. My main goal for today was actually boosting the map completion. The way I did that was basically, yo, T1, everything completed. T2, everything completed. T3, everything completed. 4, 5. Now I'm going to start going for T6. That's like natural T6, natural T7, 8, 9. So that's something I'm going to work towards tomorrow. The only problem is, still, up to this day, there is no smooth transition through the Atlas. So there is like probably 80 white tier maps, basically, or even more, like natural tiers. It's probably gonna be around 80. And the rest is just fake. That means more watchstones in there, the tiers get upgraded at some point once you reach Awakener 8, basically, right? And have all the 32 watchstones. Every map will be at least tier 14. But I'm just here to just boost this on the cheapest way possible. I did buy some maps, but it was not a lot. Maybe for about 30 chaos in total that I bought maps. The rest I could sustain through Delve, through Temple, through Ultimatum, through all of these kind of site content, more or less, heist as well. And now I'm basically ready and set. I did actually gather a couple of like yellow and red tier maps. And this will then tomorrow be my starting line, because now I'm actually done with white tier maps. There is no need to do any white tier maps. I finished all my Atlas missions. And and I'm basically ready to go. That means for tomorrow, we're then gonna boost up to like maybe 125. It's going to get slower now because I did invest into the unique map, so I did all the unique maps. It's like free completion. There is no need for any like watchstones if you're not looking for the awakening bonus. Basically, we're talking about the Atlas bonus. Is like two different things here. But the Atlas bonus will actually have a higher chance to drop tiers higher. That means since I did my baseline, it will now be easier to go from like yellow tier into red tier because the bosses can drop up to 2 tiers higher, right? So I hope tomorrow, once we start grinding into the Atlas, starting to get all the watchstones, I'll be set. So the way I would do this now at the next part, when I say, okay, I have gathered a couple of yellow tier maps, so let's see the next one that I would run here in the map prep tab. Let's say I go with Wasteland, right? This will be the next map that I run, but I also want to spawn in Conqueror, right? So I check, where is this map? It is on Glenlock Cairns, so I'm gonna make sure that I put enough watchstones in there so I can actually spawn the Conqueror. At the moment, I need to have one, or I think it was one watchstone in there. So this is now Wasteland Tier 8. Now I would run the map to actually get progress throughout my Conqueror. Then I would do the next map, and I'm just switching the watchstones around. There is a lot of faster way to do that is by buying all these blue watchstones and just fill up your entire Atlas with those. Cost a lot of currency, and I personally, I don't want to, like, I want to not really spend a lot of currency this time around in my Atlas because I'm saving up for my Indigon, I'm saving up for my custom crit weapon to finally transition into those into that build. So my Atlas progression will be a bit slower in the next upcoming days, but I'm looking forward to getting stuff completed. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today, I would say. They did release some new mystery boxes, but I haven't bought a single one yet, okay? Yeah, mbX Reform, dude, you know, maybe I buy some tomorrow or in 2 days or something like that. We're gonna see that in the highlight clips, or it's going to be a separate video we're gonna see. But yeah, overall, as I said, everything remained the same, skill tree as well. There was something I wanted to mention, actually, that I kind of forgot or something. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the only thing that's going to change now. Today, all of my gems went into level 20 and 0. This one was like, I got it early on from any like Val site area or something. But yeah, all my other gems should be level 20 and 0 now. So I could sell them as they are and buy with quality, or the way I do it, I just sell them with a GZP and... what was the random recipe? Was it like 1 GZP? So what happens now... I use my Unleash, I sell it with a GCP, and I get the level 1 and 20% quality gem back. This is something I do almost all the time. You could actually just resell the gems, like this one is now 5 chaos, at level 120 would be 5 chaos, 4 chaos. You might win some currency, but in the end, I just usually buy a bunch of like GCP. Now it's day 3, now all my gems reach level 20. Now I'm just going to reset all the gems. That means all of my gems will be level 1 and 20% quality. Then I'm gonna run like a couple of like blood aqueducts and start leveling up the early levels. They're gonna be super fast, like leveled up in the start, right? Like maybe 1 or 2 blood aqueducts, it should be level 6 or 7. Then I'm gonna run like 1 or 2 like tier 6 maps or something, and they're gonna be up on level 15 and 20% quality within like the first like probably 20 minutes. So yeah, in the start I'm like having less DPS than before. But in the greater good, once I'm starting to progress into high tier maps, the gems should be back at like level 18 with 20% quality, which is an overall DPS gain. If you just think about, you have like 24 gems in total and everything gets like 20% quality. There's like just a DPS boost in general, and I don't have to invest anything because I leveled them up myself, and now I'm just going to reset them myself. And yeah, this is the way I do it, and this is like basic currency invested into your character. So don't worry, guys, if you say like, yo, I'm not making currency, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. Basically, I'm just mapping today. I did find 1 Exalt. I did spend quite some chaos into my, or at least a bit of chaos into my Atlas. But hey, I made 180 jewelers. This would be basically somewhere around 15 chaos. The 70 fusings that I found, that would probably be, I think there was something, 25 chaos over here. Then the Val orbs that I have, for example, well, there is like too many requests, I think. That's like 16 chaos. My alterations that I found, if it loads, is 13 chaos. So if I would just say, yo, I need currency, I'm just gonna convert all of my currency right now, I'd probably make an X or two just from this bubblegum currency that I mentioned yesterday as well. At the moment, I don't need currency. The Indigon dropped from like over 10 exalts yesterday to like 5 exalts today. Let me check real quick. I think I have the search open somewhere. So let's search. There's like 9 pieces now, starting at 4.7. So they dropped over 50% overnight. So even if I would have 5 exalts right now, I would probably not buy one, just because I know maybe tomorrow or in 2 days, when more and more people farming Uber Elder, and there is only a very few people actually playing with Indigon on League Start, so I expect them to drop to like 2 exalts, maybe 1.5. So I would technically have more currency available for my custom crit weapon later on, right? So this is just like juggling a little bit on what items I want to invest. At the moment, I don't think I need to invest anything. That's why my gear stayed the same. For the yellow tiers, I didn't really felt that I'm like weak. Might be once the awakening level goes up, once I'm going into high tier map, that I actually need more damage. But just with a revamp, or at least a re-leveling of the gems, will give me a bit of a DPS boost. And maybe I have to fix something like a cluster jewel to get me some extra damage. But I think at the moment I should be fine, so there is no need to invest any further. For map sustain, also make sure to always check your Sana missions. As you see here, there's another map that I haven't completed yet. Just check through. If you haven't completed, just buy it. It's usually not too expensive. Once it's she starts selling high tier maps, it's going to be a lot more expensive. But overall, Sana is also a very good thing of sustaining maps as well. Before you log off, there is always, like, every day, depending on your time zone, there's a reset, and it gives you 5 Atlas missions. Like yesterday, before I logged off, I just popped in a yellow tier map, so I got my 5 yellow missions. Today, before I log off, I will do like any like high tier map, probably like this tier 11 map or something, or one that I haven't completed yet. So when I log in tomorrow, I'm gonna get 5 red tier maps that I need then later on once we start farming high tier. There's like no point if I get 5 white tier Atlas missions right now. Good. That's it for today's video, I think. I have World of Warcraft right now, so I'm gonna raid with the boys, and then tomorrow we're gonna start grinding into the Atlas and see how far we can drag it on day number 4. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.